In this video, I'm going to be giving you a quick overview of some of my favorite features within Pic-Time, which is what I use for my own wedding work. So let's get into it. Hey everyone, my name is Tommy Reynolds. Welcome back to the channel. For those of you that don't know me, I'm a portrait and wedding photographer based in Southeast England. And today I'm going to be walking you through Pic-Time galleries, which is my favorite gallery system that I've used and I've used for years. I've photographed hundreds of weddings, and one thing that I know couples really do care about is actually how they view and share their photos of their big day. And having a great gallery is something that every wedding photographer will need to have. And I believe Pic-Time is the best one out there for you. Everything's fast and clean, and it's just so simple to navigate. And it's not just pretty, it's really functional as well. Couples can easily favorite images, order prints, or even download high resolution images and web quality versions of those same images as well. Not just from your desktop or laptop, but it also looks great on your phone or iPad as well. And yes, there is an app for it as well, so it's very easy to look at your galleries you've made from your phone as well. I just want to say at this early stage, before we jump in, if you're already an existing user of a different gallery, but you're already thinking, yeah, but I don't want to be able to move all of my galleries over, that's just going to take too long. If you go with Pic-Time, they will migrate up to 200 of your galleries for you. So if you're, for example, with PixieSet, you'll be able to move all of your galleries over, and Pic-Time will handle all of the legwork. As well as that, they also have the 30% off because of Black Friday, and with my link, you'll get an extra free month as well. So there really is no excuse. Let's get into it and see what Pic-Time's all about. So here is the main user interface. On the left here is where I can see all of my client galleries. If I click client galleries, I can scroll down and see all of them here. There are the odd commercial job in here, but mainly wedding photography. So let's pick one. So let's pick Vicky and Alex's wedding day that I did earlier this year. So we can see at a glance how many times it's been shared, how many times there's been downloads, and how much money I've earned from print orders. So if you were setting up a new gallery, this is obviously where you put the name, the date of their wedding, and you can choose different colors. You can pick different colors, or you can actually dial it in as well. So if it's very on brand for you to have that a specific type of color, then you can certainly do that as well. I just go with the classic white. This is a preview of the first thing that the couple will see. So you can see I can cycle through and select different ways of displaying that. Now I have picked a portrait image as my main image. So this template suits a portrait best, but if you did have a landscape, you've got a couple more options that might look good. Oh, there's another portrait option I could have gone with there, but I kind of like that one. If we go over to the photos and media, this is where you can actually upload the different parts of the day. This is how I like to set it out. Getting ready, ceremony, formals and candies, couples portraits, wedding, breakfast, reception, the portrait lounge. That's something that I offer that's kind of trending on TikTok at the moment, but you don't have to do that. So this is where you can add a scene. So if you want to add something else, add something different. If you want to rename something, you can do that here. You can set it up so that it's a template, so every time you create a new gallery, it's automatically making those points of the day. So obviously I use all the same naming conventions, so every time I start a new gallery, those are there waiting for me to upload those parts of the day. And to upload your images, you would just click there and then drop the photos in. I actually put all of the images in just one of the categories, and then I go through and then kind of move the images out and into their appropriate ones and then rejig it from there. If we jump to preview gallery, let's have a look and see what the client sees their end. And we see at the top here, it almost looks like tabs of their own website that would take them to different parts of the day if you wanted to. If I hit couple portraits, that's going to immediately jump to that part of the day. The user interface is very well designed. I just love the way that the images are laid out here. Up here at the top, this is where the client can download the images. If I tap there, they can have the option to download at high res or web quality. But one of my favorite things about Pic-Time is the integrated shop. So if we go over to the shop section, right from within their gallery, the clients can order their own prints, their own greeting cards. You can offer in the shop section, you can offer a whole host of different products. I kind of, the way I like to describe it is if you've got someone who's a bit of a technophobe when it comes to downloaded images and putting them onto a USB stick, then taking them over to Boots, then trying to get them printed there. If they're not very confident with that, they can, if they wanted to, like mother of the brides, mother of the grooms, can print and order their images directly from the gallery. And of course, if they do that, then I make a little bit of kickback that way. In terms of what that kickback is, you can choose the profit margin. You can set all that up in the shop section. In terms of where it's getting printed, again, you have control over that as well. Bearing in mind, though, in the UK, you're limited with a couple of labs, unlike America, but the two or three options that are available in the UK are really good options. I use Loxley Colour for my prints and general normal prints, and for anything kind of fine art or the albums, then I use Folio albums, which are also based in the UK, of course. So you can see here clients have the options of selecting their images, adding it to the cart, and then I, as the photographer, will get an email to say that a print order has been made, and then I automatically get paid into my PayPal account. It's so easy. It's the best way of earning passive income. I know that photographers don't enjoy the part of the day where they're taking the family kind of group shots, but if you really make a conscious effort to make sure that they are done really, really well, have in the back of your mind and know that those images are way more likely to be converted into print sales. Really make that extra 10% effort into making them look amazing, and they are far more likely to get converted into prints, trust me. If I just head back to the dashboard, if I go to settings, go to store settings, this is where you choose how you get paid. Going then into store pricing, this is where you specifically select which products that you want to offer. So let's go to prints. Greeting cards are also a great one. So common thing that couples like to do is they like to send thank you cards. So I aim to deliver teasers within a few days after the wedding, and I will then go ahead and, using Pic-Time, I will select one image that I think looks great as a potential thank you card. Within Pic-Time, you can send designs to them as like a suggestion, like, have you thought about this? And that's also another way I've been able to make some good sales. You can see I've not highlighted everything. I don't sell everything. I don't sell magazines. So you don't have to select everything if you don't want to. Now, another thing I love about Pic-Time is the built-in automation apps that they offer. This is another great way of earning passive income by just letting the app automatically send emails to all of the couples, informing them of Christmas sales, Black Friday sales, Mother's Day sales, Valentine's sales, that sort of thing. They pre-build them for you. All you got to do is just go in and say, do you want it? You can then go in and tweak the emails. Let me show you what it looks like. If I go into sales and automation, if I go to automation, so these are all the automation apps that I use. So early bird 20%. Every time a couple gets their gallery, there'll be a prompt to say, like, welcome to your gallery. If you want to earn 20% off, then make sure you order your prints within 2 weeks. Another one that's been really popular for me is the gallery to backup system. So after 1 year, their gallery will come offline unless the client chooses to pay an annual fee to keep it online. And a good way of selling that is you can say that, well, this acts as your backup solution. If you've downloaded the images and they've corrupted, or if you've not even downloaded them at all, having this gallery backup system will effectively have a copy, a backup version of it existing online that you can access at any time. And that's made me over £1,000, nearly £2,000 on just that feature alone passively. So it's definitely worth doing. Let me show you an example of what that looks like on the couple's end. So if I go to the preview gallery again, so this is going to see what they see. If I scroll down, so you can see there's a prompt there, keep your gallery online and backed up and get 30% off all store products, code last chance. So we're coming up to the end of the expiry of their gallery, which I have set in 6 days, so they can enable that backup, pay an annual fee and keep it online. And Laura actually messaged me yesterday to say that she will be doing this. In fact, most of my couples end up doing this because, again, they like the idea that it acts as a backup, an online cloud backup version of the images, so they don't have to worry about ever losing or corrupting the files. But once you've uploaded all the images and you're happy with how the preview looks and you're ready to share the gallery, then you then go to share, go to send client, and you got email package, so I can go to your photos already. So this is already a predetermined bit of text that I've already written out in the email section of the settings. So I don't need to rewrite this every single time. And it's information on about the 20% off. So I've already mentioned that in there because I know that the automation is going to be there once it arrives their end. You can just see how it's just so easy. It's very hands off to earn passively with Pic-Time. This is the main reason that I've chosen Pic-Time. Not only does it look great, of course it looks great, but the way I can earn passively with the automations, with the built-in print store, it just makes it so easy to earn that extra residual income. I think it's a disservice if you don't offer prints, but if you have it as an automated thing, then you've got nothing to lose. So if you're a photographer looking for a professional, customizable, but also a gallery system that's very easy to make money from, then Pic-Time is hands down the one to go for. With the link in the description, you can get a month free, and if you sign up before the 1st of December, then you can get 30% off because of Black Friday. And again, if you have another gallery system, they will migrate up to 200 of your galleries from your previous gallery system to Pic-Time. So there really is no excuse not to give this a go.